Hey, Tri-Cities, if you got game,
get on the scoreboard.
Starlight Sports Productions presents the Scoreboard Sports Show. The Scoreboard Sports Show is brought to you in part by Fanatics inside the DoubleTree Hotel by Hilton, Johnson City, Walgreens at the corner of Happy and Healthy, Grogan Advisory Services, Private Wealth Management, Off the Grid Inc., helping you get off the grid everywhere under the sun, Venture Productions, and Poor Richards Campus Great Food and Spirit.
And now it's time for the Scoreboard Sports Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Scoreboard Sports Show. We're here at Fanatics at the DoubleTree by Hilton in Johnson City, and we want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, and we want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Always remember, guys, before we get started real quick, remember the photo of the week. Remember the question of the day. So remember www.thescoreboardsportshow.com, our website, Facebook /The Scoreboard Sports Show for Facebook, and YouTube. All of our previous shows are up on YouTube at the Scoreboard Sports Show. Tonight, folks, we're very pleased to have with us on the show Coach Ryan Wagner. How you doing, Coach?
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Head baseball coach at Dobyns-Bennett. Coach, we're here. We're very glad you came up all the way up to come and see us here. I want to first of all ask just a couple of questions, just so the folks can get to know you and the people that don't know you, that are not from Kingsport and your surrounding area. How long have you been coach at Dobyns-Bennett?
Well, I was an assistant coach for 11 years, and just finished my third year as a head baseball coach. Okay. And from what I understand, you guys are doing really, really well down there. I was looking at your records there, and things have been going pretty good. Yeah, we've been really successful the last 3 years, and been very fortunate to come into a situation where we had really good talent and players, and we've kind of fed off of that, and through just hard work and determination, we've kind of met some goals the last couple of years, and we want to continue to work towards some more goals that we have, and that's to be state champions, and hopefully that'll happen before long.
Now, last year y'all made it to the playoffs, right?
Well, we've actually been to the region all 3 years. We made the region in 2011, which was my first year, and then we won the region, had a sectional berth in 2012, and then we took it a step further this year and made the state tournament, which has 8 teams in it in Murfreesboro. So it was a big honor, and we were led by great seniors, and then our younger guys stepped up too for us. It was a great year for us. Now,
getting to the state, from being there in the past, but how important is that for your younger players?
It's very important, and I've talked about that a lot since we've been back. But I think if just being there and kind of seeing it as a staff and the players being around the state tournament will definitely help us down the road. Right. It's very hard to get out of our area. Even the district tournament's tough. We got a lot of good teams in our district tournament. They only take 2 teams. And then obviously you have to win Monday and Friday a region week, which makes it really tough. And you have to beat a team from the Region 2, which is your Morristown area, Jeff County, Sevier County area. And then you have to come back on Friday and beat a team from Knoxville. And there's so much talent and great baseball schools in the Knoxville area. So it's been since 1996 since we'd been to the state tournament, 17 years. Right. And it was definitely an honor to do that this year and very exciting.
Now, Coach, around the area, there in Kingsport and other areas, how's the feeder program going? I mean, you baseball I know is big in this area.
It is, and actually you hear people talk about the state of Tennessee. Baseball is very good across the state of Tennessee. Feeder programs are good and are improving every day, from our recreational department through travel programs and then into our middle school programs. We have 2 middle schools that feed into Dobyns-Bennett, so we're fortunate there. Last year probably we had around 1,900 kids at Dobyns-Bennett, and we're up over 2,100 to start the school year this coming Monday. So, we're blessed, and we get good talent, and people do a good job in our feeder programs.
Well, we're also fortunate to have a young man from your program here. Can Can you tell us what he's meant to your program over the years?
Yeah, Chris Cook's with us today, and Chris will be attending East Tennessee State University this fall. He's a great student athlete, great leader in our school and community, and we're definitely going to miss him this coming year. He obviously was a leader and played quarterback for the football team for 2 years until he was hurt last football season, but he was fortunate. He had a neck injury and was blessed to be able to come back and fully participate in baseball. And he started for 4 years. He's been a part of probably around 120 wins in 4 years. I know the last 3 years were 95 and 23, so he's definitely been a big part of our success. Right.
And how important is that, him going close? I know I spoke with him earlier, and I think that's important to him, but you know, for ETSU, who did such a good job this year. Coach Stoll's a very good coach.
Yeah, Coach Stoll does a great job, and his staff. We have a great relationship with them, and East Tennessee State's my alma mater, and that's where I played baseball, and definitely means something to me for Chris to go there. And actually, it just makes it an easier decision with the facilities they have, the coaching staff they have, and the success they had this past year. And I definitely think Chris can go over there and help out sooner than later. You know, they had some guys graduate, and Chris can fill some spots that people that graduated too, so in those positions. So.
Well, I think that'll be good for your younger players to see him, you know, too. How important is that when you see your guys do well, and you know, when you go back to practice again, and those guys can still see him play, that's got to be pretty important for your program.
Oh yeah, our kids, you know, obviously our goal is to, you know, have the most success we can at Dobbins Bennett, but our kids have ambitions of playing college baseball, and definitely seeing Chris's work ethic and just the able to go to ETSU and play and be a student there will definitely help some of our kids that have that ambition. And hopefully I'll have a couple more this coming year. And he has a younger brother that's going to be a junior. It's a really good baseball player for us. And who knows, they may get to play again before it's over.
Right, right. Well, you know, we're really glad to have you here on our show tonight, Coach. Yeah. I thank you for coming up this far. I appreciate it. You know, we hope to have you back on the show again. Maybe you can bring some of your other players out, and we can, you know, get to know them as well. Thank you so very much for being out.
Thank you for having me, and we appreciate the opportunity and all you guys do for the community. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We'll be right back after this from our sponsor.
Off the Grid Inc. is the Tri-City's best choice for solar products and installation. Let Off the Grid Inc. increase your use of clean, green solar energy. We provide systems for residential and commercial needs. With a smart investment, solar can supplement your energy needs or take you completely off the grid. Off the Grid Inc. wants to help you reduce your carbon footprint with your own solar system. Call us today at 423-278-0720 to get you started toward energy independence with Off the Grid Inc.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Scoreboard Sports Show, and we want to thank once again all of our sponsors. We want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Tonight we have with us plays shortstop.
Yes, sir.
Chris Cook from Dobbins Bennett Indians.
Thank you for having me.
Chris, thank you for coming out tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
You know, we had heard about your situation, you know, playing football and stuff, but we were very, very pleased to find out that you are going to go to school at ETSU.
Definitely.
Can you tell us first of all a little bit about your history there, a little bit about of your baseball career at Dobbins Bennett?
Well, I played baseball all 4 years. Started third my freshman year, and then I moved to second my junior and sophomore year, and then senior year I ended up playing shortstop. So, and I had a great time playing baseball at Dobbins Bennett. It was a really great opportunity.
And you guys did really, really well. I think over your career you've won a lot of games. And
yeah, like 120 games over 4 years. That's pretty good. Yes,
that's
sir.
Cool. Yeah, that always works.
For sure. Definitely.
And as far as playing there at Dobbins Bennett, actually before you played at Dobbins Bennett, where did you play before that? Where did you play Little League ball?
I played middle school at Robinson, and then I actually lived in the county, so I would have gone to South if I didn't move into the city. But I played for Colonial Heights Rebels in Little League, so that's when I first got started. I think I started in 3rd grade. So.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So is baseball your first love?
Yes,
You've always
definitely. Yeah, I played
baseball
before I played football. So.
Really?
Yeah, I've always liked baseball a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Well,
Definitely.
that's
Yes,
great.
sir.
That's great. Well, can you tell us a little bit about can you tell the folks a little bit about kind of what happened with you and what went down last year, and where you are now, how things are going?
Talking about football.
Your injury, yes.
Oh, my injury. Well, I went into I think it was the 4th game of the season, and I was running into the end zone, did a dive into the end zone, got my legs taken out from underneath me, hit my head, herniated a disc in my neck, so I had to have surgery. And that was like a 2-month process. So, I mean, it could have been a lot worse, so I'm thankful.
Sure.
And it didn't hold me out of baseball at all. So,
Well, that's great.
yeah, it was awesome. Yes, sir.
That's great. And your story is a good story, because it's a story of perseverance and courage and fighting back. And that's the kind of stuff that we like to talk about, We're really, really proud of you
Thank you.
for continuing on,
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you feel about going to ETSU to play baseball?
Oh, I'm excited. I love the facilities. I mean, the turf field, you can't beat that. Playing on turf through high school and in college, that'll be good. And the coaches are awesome, so I like that. And it's close to home, so my parents can come see me play.
Right.
So And they won the A-Sun this year, so we got a winning tradition.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Made it to the NCAA tournament, too.
I know.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
So, that's going to be a lot of fun to try to repeat that, huh?
For sure. I can't wait for the opportunity.
All right. Well, you're an inspiration for a lot of kids out there. So, I'm sure there's a lot of kids in Kingsport that know you, and hopefully now there'll be more kids that know you and will come down to ETSU and watch you play baseball.
I sure hope so.
All right. And your father used to play for ETSU.
He sure did. Played a little football here.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Well, that's great. That tradition keeps going, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. I think he was a Hall of Famer.
I believe he was.
Yeah.
He was an All-American, and so you got
I
some big shoes to fill, don't you?
Yeah. That's what he reminds me of that every day.
Keep in mind, huh?
Exactly.
All right. Well, now some of the other guys on your team, what can you tell your players that you're going to leave? What kind of sage wisdom can you give to them that will help Coach continue that winning tradition at Dobbins Bennett?
I mean, just perseverance and hard work. I mean, you're going to get knocked down in life. So, I mean, it's just a matter of how many times you get up. Are you going to get up more times than you've been knocked down? And, I mean, at the end of the day, if you have, you're going to be successful, in my opinion. So,
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. Well, Chris, we're really honored to have you here on the show. We're glad that you came up to see us.
I'm glad you had me.
We want to have you more. Since you're here close, we do the show. We want to keep up with you. We'll continue to watch how you're doing. Hopefully, you can come back on the show again and
Yes, sir.
as a Buccaneer and let us know how things are going with ETSU.
Good deal.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
We want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Just sit right here. And everyone, we want to thank you so very much for coming out to the Scoreboard Sports Show, and we'll be right back after this. And got game?
Get on the scoreboard!
It's the day, it's finally arrived, it's your wedding day. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day.
Ah, your wedding day, that one special day in your life you'll never forget. So let Venture Productions capture all those special moments at your wedding for you to treasure a lifetime. Our approach to videography is one of creativity and excellence. Call Venture Productions for your video services.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day. Yeah.
Okay, everyone, we've had our first winner for the photo of the week, and that winner is John P. Lego. And we want to welcome everyone back to the Scoreboard Sports Show here at Fanatics at the Doubletree by Hilton. We want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, Walgreens, Fanatics, Craig's Crown Cuts, Venture Productions, Larry Grogan Wealth Management Services. We just got a wonderful list of sponsors, and we want to thank each and every one of them. We're very, very pleased to have with us tonight General Manager of the Elizabethton Twins, Mike Maines. Mike, thank you for coming out to the show tonight. We really appreciate you coming out to see us.
Thanks for having me. You know, I'm looking forward to this, and it's good to be here with you this evening.
Okay. Mike, can you tell us a little bit about what all you do? Not only are you the general manager of the Elizabethton Twins, but you run the Park and Rec there in Elizabethton. So
right.
Can you give us a little rundown of your resume, please?
Sure thing. You know, it's a little bit different in Elizabethton because our particular minor league team is operated by a city, and in most cases it's either privately owned or foundations will operate the club. But we've had the Twins in Elizabethton now for since 1974, and so my job responsibilities include Park and Recreation Director, and then also I'm a GM for the team, and so it's always challenging. You never get bored, and there's always something different to do almost in a given day, so it's something I really enjoy.
Right. Now, as a GM for the team, what can you tell us a few of your responsibilities? What does a GM do?
I feel like this year all the GM does is put the tarp on the field. It seems that way because we've had so much rainfall, but being a rookie level club, you know, a GM will do various things throughout the year, and marketing is very important. I think in our situation we try to tend to really go toward what we can do in our community, getting our players out there, giving back, and we do some advertising and various things such as that. But I think the other big thing is promotion, scheduling nightly events at the stadium where we'll have a lot of people come out. So it never gets boring, like I said, and you know, it's something I've really enjoyed for years.
And how long have you been doing? How long have you been the GM?
It's 14 years now. And
really?
So we've seen, you know, it's I've seen a lot of players come and go, big leaguers, and I went down to Atlanta a couple of weeks ago to see our major league club play, and the first 5 hitters, actually first 6 hitters, 5 out of the 6 actually played in Elizabethton. So it's you know, it's been very rewarding to see these guys come through the system and play, and it's something that even during the tough times of all the bad weather that we've had, it's really paid off for me.
Right. So now, who are some of the players we have this year that maybe are going to be looking to go up to the next level?
Right. You know, it's so tough because they're so young, and every now and then you'll get a surprise where you think a guy is going to make it and he doesn't, and then you have those that work really hard that they tend to pay off and make it to the major leagues. But we've got a couple players. Rodriguez is one of those. George is another guy that's a pitcher, and so we'll see how things pan out through the years, and hopefully they can stay healthy and make it there. And that's the goal, is to get them to the big leagues and play. Right. And so you know, we'll see how it goes.
Now, do you see a lot of the players come back, or is your team different? Is the team different every year?
It really varies. Like last year we had, I think, about 7 guys return for us, and this year we had a little fewer. I think we had 4 guys come back, but it really depends upon the age of the player, and then how much playing time they got the previous year. So one thing is for sure, we usually have a completely different team, and it makes it a little challenging, you know, of course, for our coaches. But once again, at this level, it's not about the wins. It's about producing a future major league star.
Right, player development.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
But Elizabethton has been very fortunate over the years to have had a phenomenal record.
We've been very lucky. You know, this year I think we're playing right around 500 ball right now, and so there's still a long season to go. So we may be able to catch up to the top tier teams, but we've won 10 Appalachian League championships. We've been to the playoffs 8 consecutive years, and we've had a winning season since 1988. So
really?
those stats are pretty good, and but our fan base are we're really fortunate. I think our fans to be able to see that caliber of ball every night.
Right.
Yep.
Well, it's a lot of fun to come out to a game. We've been to a few, and it's really fun. It's fun to see the kids getting involved, and I think that's really cool that the kids have a place such as minor league baseball because minor league seems to me to be really exciting.
It's really where it's at, isn't it? I mean, to get the interaction with the fans and things, and so in Elizabethton it's so different because our stadium is a little bit older than most,
right.
But yet the fans are sitting right on top of the field, but we try to do our best to get kids involved at the stadium, and our players do a fantastic job signing autographs after the game, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about, let's kind of switch gears a little bit to the Park and Rec.
Sure.
What can you tell us about the Elizabethton Park and Rec and what happens down there?
I tell you, we've been really busy, especially this summer, trying to plan a lot of different events for our community, in particular special events. We've had several concerts at the hall, which are basically we'll go out and get a band to come in and play like on a Friday or Saturday night, and then we just got rained out of our movie night that we had scheduled this past Saturday, but we're going to reschedule that. But we're trying to do more and more in our community. We've got several events coming up at Douglas Park, in particular a Party in the Park, which is on August the 10th, and then later on in the month we'll have something for a mini baseball camp with the Twins players, and so it's something we just keep trying to do is give more and more back and get people involved in what we're doing. Other than that, we have athletic leagues. We operate the Franklin Pool, which is a great aquatic facility, in Elizabeth and Carter County, and so we're staying pretty busy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, let's do this. Can you tell everyone where they need to call to get tickets for the Twins?
Sure can. Yeah, you can call the Park and Recreation office at 547-6441, and we'll take care of you. We've got group outings, group rates, and then also birthday parties and other things like that. We can take care of them.
We really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
We want to thank you so very much for coming out tonight. Come back and see us again.
Sure will.
Hopefully we can talk to some of your players and that sort of thing.
Good
you know
deal.
what I mean?
Sure
So
will.
we really thank everyone for being here at the Scoreboard Sports Show. We want to thank all of our sponsors, and one thing that we want to keep everybody reminded of is the question of the day. Before we get done here, we're going to ask the big question again. We've got some really special prizes here, and we want to thank you too for all the wonderful stuff that you've done.
Thank
okay?
you. Yep.
Got game?
Get on the scoreboard.
And we'll be right back after this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brittany Burkhart.
Hey, I'm Nikki Davis.
And I'm Coach Brittany Ezell, and you're watching the Scoreboard Sports Show.
I'm Gerald Sitzeval, retired Dallas Cowboys player. Got game, get on the scoreboard.
Welcome back to the Scoreboard Sports Show, and we're still here at Fanatics at the Doubletree by Hilton in Johnson City, and we have with us today 3 former members of the Elizabethton Cyclone High School football team that made it to the semifinals of the state last year. Ian Glover,
how you doing?
Terrence Turner, and Caleb Walters. Ian, can you tell us a little bit about what you doing now?
I'm trying to stay in shape, get my stuff together so I can go play football for ETSU.
So you're actually going to work to get on the football team down here at ETSU?
That's my #1 goal. I want to be part of the ETSU Buccaneers.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Terrence, what about you?
Well, I've been working out, and then the same thing as Ian. I'm trying to get on this program and be one of the members from this side of the state and, represent, East Tennessee.
All right, Caleb. Caleb, what have you been up to?
I've just been working hard, trying to stay in shape, and trying to make the most of the opportunity that we're going to have to play at ETSU this year.
Now comes the big question. I want to know what you guys as high school graduates can look back to those guys that you left and tell them what they need to do to get where you guys are and try to do what you guys are getting ready to try to do.
I mean, all you really got you got to do all you can do everything you can, play all the sports you can, do the best at it, because you're going to regret it if you don't. That's for sure.
Terrence, what would you have to say?
Well, I mean, first thing is you have to work hard and always keep your grades up, because grades are more important than any sport. And, just keep God first.
And Caleb, what about you?
You just got to work every day as hard as you can, and you got to cherish the memories you make because you'll be looking back at those for the rest of your life.
What about it will make you feel good about kind of still playing at home, where you still have that local support?
You love your fans that you've had for your 4 years of high school. You love your family, and it's just nice staying in the area and keeping them.
What about you, Terrence?
Well, it's just the fact that, ETSU, they did away with football, and now they're bringing it back, and to be like the first from like this area to be on that, like to start their program back, I want to start it off, right, and try to start a great season and, bring fans in because, there's going to be, Tennessee's going to play on Saturdays too, but we want fans to come to ETSU instead of going to Tennessee games.
Caleb, what do you think?
I just think that it's really important to stay local here because my family's here, roots here, and it just really means a lot that we can try and play football here with all of our family and friends and stuff and don't have to leave our lives go off.
All right, now tell me a little bit about what you plan to major in, Caleb.
I plan to major in business administration.
Terrence, what about you?
I plan on majoring in computer science.
Ian?
Last time you want to say this, but I'm going to major in chemistry.
Chemistry.
I'm going to make it.
Hey, it's Jason Witten, former Elizabethton Cyclone, now current Dallas Cowboy tight end, and you're watching the Scoreboard Sports Show.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for coming back to the Scoreboard Sports Show, and we're going to do our question of the day now, folks. Okay, Susie?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall what Mike Main's title was? Folks, you know what to do. Check us out at thescoreboardsportshow.com. Go to our website, check out the contact page, fill in the information, and hit the submit button and let us know. And do that by 12 o'clock Sunday night, and you'll be able to get a prize from our Scoreboard Sports Show prize ball. Okay, everyone, we're now on, the Scoreboard Sports Show is now on Facebook. Susie, are you Facebooking?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, all you got to do is go Facebook.com/the Scoreboard Sports Show.
Got it.
Like us.
Gotcha.
There we are. One more like. Folks, that's all you got to do. Facebook, the // the Scoreboard Sports Show, and like us on Facebook. That's all you got to do. Got game?
Get on the scoreboard!
All right, Mike, what we do the Scoreboard Shuffle, so we're going to show it to you. It's real simple. Everybody else knows it, right? Yeah. Everybody shuffle. All right, hit it. Okay, here we go. 4, 3, 2,